A tragic shooting occurred at Joel Osteen's Lakewood Church in Houston, Texas, when Janess Yvonne Moreno, aged 36, entered the premises with a long gun and a young child, opening fire before law enforcement officers fatally shot her in self-defense. The incident, which unfolded in the afternoon before a scheduled Spanish service, resulted in critical injuries to the child accompanying Moreno and another man who was shot in the leg. The motive behind the shooting remains unclear, as does Moreno's relationship to the injured child. 2 off-duty law enforcement officers, a Houston Police Department officer, and an agent from the Texas Alcoholic Beverage Commission engaged Moreno, who was armed with an AR-15 rifle marked with Free Palestine. Authorities are investigating whether the attack was politically motivated or the act of a disturbed individual. In addition to the shooting, Moreno threatened that she had a bomb, leading to a thorough search by authorities, who found no explosives but did discover items in her home consistent with the manufacture of explosive devices. The incident has sparked widespread shock and condemnation, with Texas Governor Greg Abbott offering state support to the community. This act of violence at a place of worship adds to the growing list of public spaces in America that have been disrupted by gun violence.
A terrifying scene at one of America's biggest churches.
I started screaming, "There's a shooter, there's a shooter, there's a shooter."
We hid about 10 of us, 10 adults in a closet, and there was one child in there, and no vent, but we were all praying.
An armed woman entered Pastor Joel Osteen's Megachurch in Houston on Sunday afternoon and opened fire.
She was armed with a long rifle and a trench coat with a backpack, accompanied by a small child, approximately 4 to 5 years old.
Houston's police chief Troy Finner says 2 off-duty law enforcement agents working security at the church confronted the woman, getting the situation under control.
She's deceased here on the scene. I want to commend those officers. She had a long gun, and it could have been a lot worse. But they stepped up and they did their job. And I want to thank them for that.
However, the child who came to the church with the woman was also shot.
Unfortunately, a 5-year-old kid was hit and is in critical condition at our local hospital.
The chief says it is unclear who fired the shot that struck the child, and the child's relationship to the suspect is still unknown, according to police. The officers involved in the shooting told investigators the woman claimed to have a bomb, but an immediate search found nothing.
We searched her vehicle, our bomb squad, and also the backpack. No explosives were found, but she was also spraying some type of substance on the ground.
Witnesses described a chaotic scene.
My mom was screaming, and then my mom said, "Come, come," and we ducked because while I called my mom, the bullets were still repetitive and they were still going, and the attacks were in the sanctuary.
One bystander was injured.
That was a 57-year-old man who didn't have anything to do with it, I don't think. Was shot in the leg. He's seeking treatment in the hospital.
Pastor Osteen says he's thankful the shooting did not happen earlier in the day.
I can only imagine if it would have happened during the 11 o'clock service. If there's anything good of it, you know what, she didn't get in there and do a whole lot worse damage.
And he's left hoping the decades-old church will continue holding services without another scare like this.
We're going to stay strong. We're going to continue to move forward. And there are forces of evil, but the forces that are for us, the forces of God, are stronger than that.